Hey guys, what's up again? I'm here to bring you another deck profile. This deck is the Gagaga deck. I've always wanted to make this deck ever since I heard about these Gagaga monsters, or the Gogogos, or the Dododos. I know it's getting really ridiculous, but these Gagagas were basically the first out of the weird name. This deck is extremely fun to use, I think. Basically, this deck isn't too competitive, although I'll explain to you what cards you can take out to make it a bit more competitive. But it is an extremely fun deck to use. I cannot emphasize that enough. I've used it so much times in my locals. I've even beaten some pretty strong decks with this. I've beaten Evil Swords. I've beaten Gem Knights with this deck. How insane is that? I've beaten I beat Dino Rabbit when it was still out with this deck. It's a really good deck, guys. I mean, it's just extremely fun to use, and I'll get down to the list right now. So let's get down to it right now. All right, first off, I run 3 Gagaga Magicians, basically MVP of the deck. I also run 3 Gagaga Girls. Really cool card to use. I run 3 Gagaga Gardeners for protection. 2 Gagaga Childs. And my favorite card out of the deck, just because she looks so damn adorable. She just looks really sweet. I mean, look at her. How cute is that? Right? She's really cool. Then 2 Cyber Dragons. And for search power, I got my Mystic Tomatoes. I was thinking about running 3, but 3 gets a little cloggy. Don't like cloggy decks. Alright, so those are my monsters, guys. Basic, Gagaga monsters. Next, I run 3 Gagaga Bolts, which is pretty cool. I get to pop anything I want as long as I have a Gagaga on the field. Pretty awesome. Next, I have 3 Gagaga Revenges. Basically, the monster reborn for the Gagagas. God, I'm gonna sound like freaking Lady Gaga after this. Next, I run 2 Wonder Wands. I like to use this card when I don't really have a use for a Gagaga monster. Like, if I get all my summons out at one time and I'm good, I'll just Gagaga Revenge one from the grave, throw Wonder Wand on it, send it all to the graveyard, and then, draw 2 cards. Just anything that I basically don't need of a spellcaster, I'll use the Wonder Wands to help that out. Now, like I said, this deck is for fun. So in a competitive deck, using these wouldn't be such a good idea, because it kind of slows it down a bit, because you get rid of your monster, which you need to XZ. I guess to add some power into this deck, honestly, I would recommend either 2 Smashing Grounds or even 2 Burn of the Mighties, just to give your monsters a bit more kick. Hell, 2 Mystical Space Typhoons would help out too, besides this card. Basically, any other spell card but this would help. But I like running it just because it's really fun to use, and I like to have fun with these decks. It's neat. Next, I run 2 Insta-Fusions. Now, this card is for competitive decks. This card is really amazing, and it's really fun to use. I get to bring out my little fusion monsters to help my level 4s XZ really quick. So that's really good. I think so. Next, I run 1 Gagaga Draw. You don't need to use this card in this deck at all. You really don't. Because you don't want to get rid of your monsters in your grave if you're going to be using Gagaga Revenge. Basically, what this card does is that I remove from play 3 Gagaga monsters in my graveyard, and I get to draw 2 cards. But like I said, it's a fun deck. You can replace this card with a I know what you're thinking, Apollo Duality, but I already have one in here. So basically, you can replace this card with anything else you want. Anything else that will help you. Next, I'll run 1 Reinforcing the Army. In competitive wise, I think this card runs extremely well in this deck, because I can get my Gardener and my Clerk. And if I have my Clerk, and I summon my Gagaga Magician, summon Clerk, and I can make Gachi. So that's awesome. It's a really good card. 1 MST. I only run 1 MST in here because of the Gagaga bolts. And basically, if I want to side deck 2 more MSTs, I'll just take out my Wonder Wands. No problem. 1 Pot of Duality, like I said before. And 1 Dark Hole. So those are my spells. Now, guys, I'm going to show you my traps. I run 2 Dark Bribes. Competitive wise, I still love Dark Bribes. I cannot tell y'all how many times Dark Bribe has helped me. It's incredible on how much this card has helped me out before. You'll be surprised on how bad they do not want to draw another card just to use their spell, or their trap. I mean, it's pretty cool. Next, for another fun process, I run 2 Gagaga shields. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 spellcasters in this deck. Only 8. So which means I could only use this card with 8 of my monsters. What this card does, it's really good. I just wish that there was a bit more Gagaga based monsters. Like if there was a Gagaga search monster, that'd be pretty awesome. But I get to use this card, Gagaga Shield. And twice per turn, I can activate this. I'm sorry. When I activate this card, I can equip it to a spellcaster type monster. And then twice per turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. So that's awesome. I can combo this with the Dark Hole, or I can combo with their Dark Hole with their Lightning Vortex. I'll be safe. But like I said, it's for a fun. It's a fun build. That's the only reason why I have them in here. If it was a competitive build, I'd take these 2 out in a heartbeat and put something else in. I mean, hell, a Torrential Tribute. Let's see what else. Even Actually, I'm not even really sure what else I can take out for the other one. But the cool thing is that these 2 cards can help out in a way by not using their effects. I can use my Gagaga Gardener's effect and just discard this card from my hand if I really don't need it. Like, and then he's safe for a turn, gives me an extra turn to live. I don't really have to worry about discarding something useful. But like I said, competitive wise, no. Fun wise, yes. Thumbs up. Next, 1 compulsory, and only 1 because of that damn list, which I keep ranting about. I apologize, but I'm pretty sure it got everybody else pretty steamed up. The armor, I'm not gonna say the first name because I cannot pronounce it worth a damn. A bottomless and a solemn warning. Basic traps, just use your basic traps. It's good with this deck. Any basic traps, any staple traps work amazing. Oh, you know what? 2 cards to take out for the Gagaga Shield would be 2 breakthrough skills. Those are an amazing card. I mean, I run 2 of them in my Mermail deck, and I side deck them with Mystical Space Typhoon just in case, because I have a friend of mine who loves to use Prohibition, Skill Drain, and that other card that makes effects in the hand be null and void, and he just loves to do that to me every time I play Mermail. So, But you know what? Every time he does that, I just run my Chain Burn, and then he's screwed. So that's pretty fun. Next, I run 2. Oh, by the way, these are my XZs. Sorry if I did not explain that. Kind of got caught up. 2 Gachis. 2 Zen Mains. 2 number 66 Master Key Beetles. They can only be summoned by 2 level 4 Dark monsters, but I have enough Dark in here in order to do that. So, that's awesome. 2 number 39 Utopias. Good consistency. Like to have a little bit of copies in my XZs. 1 Steel Swarm Roach. 1 number 61 Volcasaurus. And 1 Wind-Up Arsenal Zenmoa. Or something. Those are my XZs. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dude, this is a Gagaga deck. Where is Gagaga Cowboy? I know. But I did not I did not think I was going to make this video today, but I have very short time in order to do this. And I lent my 3 Gagaga Cowboys to a friend of mine to use. So I do not have them in here. But yes, there's supposed to be 3 Gagaga Cowboys in here. Basically, besides Gaga Magician being the MVP, he's the damn king of the deck. He's the damn coach. So, you know. But I don't have them in here right now. But yes, there's supposed to be 1, 2, 3 Gagaga Cowboys in this deck. Just remember that. Next, I'm going to run my fusions because of my Insta Fusion cards. 2 Dark Fire Dragons. This card helps out a lot because I can just summon my Gagaga Gardner or just a Mystic Tomato if I don't need them. And then use Insta Fusion, get out another level 4, you know, Exeum, and then yay, free XZ right there. I've seen a lot of people with Infernity decks use that strategy. I mean, so much Infernity decks now are coming back, and it's kind of pissing me off because they're probably the fastest deck to synchro summon. The Infernities, oh my god, those damn things do not stop coming back. And then you can't even do nothing about their hand because they don't even have a hand. So, you know. Next I run a Flame Swordsman, and this guy, I can't read it because it's in Spanish, and I do not want to embarrass myself. Actually, I'm embarrassing myself right now because I'm Hispanic and I can't even read Spanish. I can understand it, I just can't read it. Anyways, so yeah, these 2, I had 2 Flame Swordsmen, but I was like, you know, let's throw something else in there, a little diversity. But I use them for the level 5 synchros, which is the Volcasaurus and the Wind-Up Arsenal. So yeah, these are my fusions and Xyzs. Well guys, that's my deck profile on my Gagagas. I really hope that y'all give me some awesome feedback on it. And I want y'all to tell me if it's a good little fun build. And if y'all want to make it more competitive, y'all just let me know. And I'll try to make a video, I'll try to make a competitive Gagaga deck video profile. I would love to do that for y'all. I just wanted to show y'all my little guilty pleasure deck that I like to use. So, comment, rate, subscribe. Sorry for the video being a little bit too long. But comment, rate, subscribe, and I hope to hear your opinions very soon. I just love the feedback that y'all give me on these videos, even if it's a little bit right now. But you know, I'm gonna bring more videos in the future. So I will catch you guys later. Later, guys.